Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. And oh my goodness, I am so happy with that performance. Before I begin, I need to apologize. I need to apologize to Mikel Arteta. I need to apologize to the team because I didn't believe. I did not believe that we would win this game. I mean, listen, job's not done yet. The job is not done yet. We know what Real Madrid can be at the Bernabeu. But tonight is our night. Unbelievable performance. Absolutely unbelievable. I thought that in the first half, I thought that we were the better side. We came out very aggressive. I love to see that. Based off our previous performances against Everton, against Fulham, I forget the previous performances in the Premier League, but leading up to this against West Ham and teams like that, I was not expecting this type of performance, and the way we started, I thought was very good. Real Madrid had a couple of openings. Kivior sliced a ball near the beginning of the game. Mbappe had a shot from like 25, 30 yards out that went right into Raya's hands. And then Mbappe was through later on, where I thought he could have slid it a little bit further to the right. If he did that, it would have been a goal, but it was straight at Raya, and he was able to make a comfortable save. But I thought that for the most part, in that first half, especially those first 20 minutes, we controlled possession. We were mainly in Real Madrid's half. I felt that Thomas Partey today absolutely dominated. Uncle was putting in a vintage performance, and I thought that he was spectacular. On the whole game, he was destroying in the midfield. He was so composed on the ball. His passing was excellent. His little feints, his movements, his dribbling, I thought was really good. I thought that Martinelli in the first half was lively. In the second half, kind of died down a little bit. I thought that Marino did well, dropping in the pockets of space, making things tick. I thought that Saka, he didn't really have a great game today, but what Saka did was he gave us that width. He provided opportunities on the right-hand side, and he was always a threat going up against David Alaba. And, we had that opportunity where Saka went down the right-hand side, went past Bellingham, and put in a fantastic ball across the box. Nobody was there, unfortunately, to tap it home, which, if we had a natural center forward, he would have been in that area to tap it home and to finish. And then, a well-worked play. Miles Lewis-Skelly ran into the middle. The ball got out to Thomas Partey, shifted it over to Urian Timber, put a good ball into the box. A good header from Declan Rice, a very strong header. A good save from Courtois. And then Martinelli on the rebound, another good save from Courtois. Kind of right at him, but it was a tight angle. And then Thomas Partey, just before that, had a shot from outside the box. Went through a few bodies, right at Courtois, but it was a good effort. And, I thought the first half, I thought we were the better side. I thought we were. But the second half, oh my goodness, Declan Rice, take a bow. I mean, listen, I'm doing player ratings after I do this, and there's no doubt about what Declan Rice gets in the player ratings. He gets a 10, okay? He was unbelievable today. Unbelievable. That first free kick, I first have to give credit to Saka for both of those free kicks because he's the one who drew the fouls for both of them. But Declan Rice, I mean, that finish for the first free kick, it was from a good angle, and Real Madrid's wall was slightly outside the near post, and he was still able to curl it around that post, bend it in, beat Courtois for pace, unbelievable finish, and we go 1-0 up. And then, like 10 minutes later, we get another free kick. This time, Declan Rice takes it again and just pearls it into the top right corner. Unbelievable finish, 2-0. And I felt that, his attacking play today, Declan Rice, was fantastic. He had that header that got saved. I thought it was a good header. He was making those runs into the box. He was trying to complement Marino to give us an extra body in there. I thought that, in the second half, obviously those two free kicks were phenomenal. But then for the third goal, he was the one driving into space. He then found Trossard. And then Trossard cuts it back to Miles Lewis-Skelly. I wanted him to shoot with his right foot, I'm not going to lie. But Miles Lewis-Skelly, the composure of this guy is unbelievable. He's 18 years old. He's a kid. Okay, I'm 23. I'm 5 years older. And I'm sitting here talking about a guy who's 18 years old playing for Arsenal. I'm sitting on this phone, okay, talking to you guys about an 18-year-old playing for Arsenal. At the top level. Unbelievable. Cuts inside, finds Marino, pass slightly behind him, but not really. Marino with an incredible finish, finds the bottom left corner, beats Courtois for 3-0. And by that point we had destroyed Real Madrid. I can't believe I'm saying those words. We destroyed Real Madrid today. The goal line, we had a couple of goal line clearances as well. There was a moment just before the second goal. We were 1-0 up, and hold on, let me think about what happened here. What happened? I think the ball got to Mikel Merino, who had a shot that was cleared off the line. Or no, was it Martinelli? It was Martinelli who forced a save from Courtois. Mikel Merino then had a shot that was cleared off the line from Alaba. And then it went right back to Merino, who had a half volley. And it was a great save from Courtois. He got up off the ground right away and made a fantastic save. We were putting the pressure on. Declan Rice had a shot that was cleared off the line from Bellingham. I mean, we were all over Real Madrid today. We had 11 shots on target, and they weren't, long shots like the one Mbappe had in the first half, in the first few minutes of the game. They were good shots created by good open play, strong chances. Let's not forget as well, we had a corner in the opening few minutes of the game. And if Saliba, if the header from, I think it was Partey, if that doesn't hit Saliba, that's going in the back of the net, I think. So again, just we created a bunch of opportunities. We well deserved our win today. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of the team. Like I said, I have to apologize because I didn't give us a chance. I thought we had like a 10 to 15% chance of going through. Now that's well over 50%. I think that, at this moment in time, I think that we are going to go through. Yes, the second leg's at the Bernabeu. We know what Real Madrid can do at the Bernabeu. They've made some incredible comebacks before, and they're going to have to make an incredible comeback now. But that's going to take a miracle. It is. And if we defend like how we defended today, we'll be just fine. I want to shout out Jakub Kivior. I wanted to see Ben White start today. But Kivior came in. He had a couple of shaky moments early on in the game. But for the most part, I thought he was sensational. I thought he stopped Mbappe pretty much the whole game. Urian Timber, fantastic again. This guy has been so consistent all season long. He shut down Vinny today. Absolutely shut him down. Rodrigo had no change on that right hand side. As I said, Partey dominated that midfield. Declan Rice, incredible performance. I thought Martin Odegaard did all right. I still want to see a little bit more from him, but there was a moment where he played a great pass in behind. I think it was for Saka, but I'm not too sure. But as I said with Martinelli, I thought in the first half he started off well. In the second half, he kind of died down a little bit. But overall, I cannot complain with his performance today. Unbelievable performance. This is all we have to play for now. We're out of the Premier League title race. That's going to Liverpool. This is what we have to play for, and if we can defend a 3-goal lead against Real Madrid, then we're through to the Champions League semifinals for the first time since 2009. We've only been in 2 semifinals before in the Champions League, 2006, 2009. So we need to have it's not good enough really for a club of our size, but if we can get through against Real Madrid, we'll face easier competition in the semifinals, but that's no guarantee either. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. What a performance. I'm so happy. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new. And we have a game at the weekend. I don't even know who it's against. I really don't care. All eyes are on Wednesday next week to see what we have against Real Madrid in the second leg, to see if we can go through. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys later. Or no, I'll see you guys in the player ratings. Peace.